for the fries. Go for the fries.
Just straight for the fries. That's
straight
what you go
fries,
for.
Man.
Is there anything else that you typically have when you're skiing that you eat?
Well, I mean, there's also an occasional Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, you love a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I can't stay away from them.
Yeah. You should keep them in your coat, and they'd probably be frozen, so you could eat them, while you're waiting for someone to get down a run at the bottom. Just pull it out.
Listen to you. I'm taking you skiing with me next time. She's just full of great ideas.
It's been a while.
Just eat the fries with me, everything.
146 million below average, but I want you to watch these numbers here because we're going to see some changes. Tomorrow, still 165 million below here in the east, but that warmth is creeping east. Finally, 143 million will be above average as we head into our Friday. Doesn't last very long, though. We are going to jump just barely above that here with more cold air as we head into our Saturday and also into our Sunday. But quite a difference with that ridging. You can see where the ridge goes up and then the trough goes down. Underneath that, temperatures in the 50s all the way up to Rapid City, while we have the 20s and 30s here into our trough. Tomorrow, even warmer underneath this ridge. Look at that, 68 in Rapid City. It is warmer in Rapid City than it is in Houston, Texas. In Little Rock, Arkansas. Same as Midland, Texas. It's pretty wild. And you've got the sunshine, too, so it's going to feel like it's warmer than that. It'll feel like it's in the 70s. And speaking of the 70s, when do we typically see our first 70-degree day? You're talking about March or April. So we're feeling March or April weather in a lot of our locations, Montana, South Dakota, Colorado. We have had 70-degree days in January or February. A little too soon, if you ask me. But we are going to continue to see the warm-up as we head throughout our February. Mid-February, we see those warmer temperatures spreading east. See, we knew there'd be a pattern change as we head into our next week. And, oh, look at this beautiful sight, Jordan. Finally, we have red on the map when it comes to temperatures. I haven't seen this, it feels like, in years.
It's been a long time for folks around the Great Lakes and the North.
And it's time to do a little traveling, and hopefully that right now is more of a quiet travel time, but it is about to ramp up with all the winter breaks and the spring breaks and the midwinter breaks and all the different breaks that all the kids get at school and whatnot. We have pretty quiet conditions overall. I don't think we're going to have too many issues in Atlanta. That rain's really kind of gotten through, so we should be pretty okay. Raleigh, maybe a little bit later, especially with some of that snow approaching. Maybe tomorrow morning there's a few more issues in places like Raleigh because we have that colder air and that snow. But otherwise, Salt Lake City, we can't buy snow. Cannot buy it. There's more snow in Florida than there is in Salt Lake City. Right now, everything is good. Green, everything is looking fabulous here. There's our boundary, though, into New Orleans. Thankfully, no problems for us either. But as we head later in the day, that's when we maybe could run into some issues at Charlotte and Raleigh. And Atlanta, just such a big airport that so many different people are traveling through. The roads are going to be a little bit slippery out there, 75, 95, some of those bigger highways. And then, of course, 85 as we head a little bit later in the day up into North Carolina. You got to watch out for that as our storm system starts to really blossom as we get a little more of that energy coming south. Snowfall, 1 to 3 inches is not a lot, but we have the most accidents on the road when we have 2 inches or less. And it's looking like that's what we're going to get here. Jim.
All right, let's talk
about an outlook for tomorrow. Steph?
Well, back-to-back winter storms, Fern and Gianna, unleashing record snow and catastrophic ice. Sadly, more than 100 people have died while power outages persist amid dangerous cold.
Yeah, so this wintry onslaught also devastating to hundreds of thousands of miles of landscape and trees. Joining us to discuss this is Dan Lamb, the CEO of the Arbor Day Foundation and a very good friend of us here at the Weather Channel. Dan, we've seen the pictures. A lot of people can't believe it looks like a tornado. An 800-mile-long tornado,
ice
100
tornado,
miles wide.
snow tornado.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and all the snapped trees. What can be saved? What can't be saved?
Well, it's a great question because just because it looks like there's a lot of damage was none other than Stephanie Abrams.
I was so honored.
I was so
honored that you guys asked me. It's such a surprise.
He walks in, he goes, "You crushed that podcast."
She did.
Yeah, and
I mean, she shared her
I'm
history,
not surprised.
But she also shared kind of her connections to nature and also what gives her hope and optimism today.
Yeah.
We've got all kinds of other celebrities like Stephanie coming up in the months ahead.
Well, you were great, Dan.
You're too kind.
You made it easy.
You're too kind.
Dan, you're the best. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Lower freezing point so that you could try to clear off your windshield wipers. But sometimes when that snow starts smearing, it's really, really hard to see. Here's a look at the fact that we're going to get more cold air, that means more snow and more snow sticking on the ground for us into the upper Midwest. We have a little system Thursday, a secondary system Friday that really enhances it. This is going to be light snow, though. It's not going to be gangbusters, but as if we need any more snow. We're double digits above average in several places, and Chicago around 9 above. There's several places where we've had plenty of snow, and we will see more of it as we head through the day and into the evening on Friday in places like New York and Boston, where we do not need it, and cars are still just packed in from all the snow that we have seen here as of late. Heavier stuff, though, into the Appalachians, 5 to 8 inches. We can squeeze out a little bit more, and behind this, we continue to see that very cold air in the Great Lakes in the Northeast, dangerously cold wind chills with Boston, New York, 17, 10 below, and it's no picnic over towards Green Bay and Chicago on into Indianapolis. And watch how we go through the day on Friday, boom, into our Saturday morning. That next big batch of coldness comes in, and it's represented by the whites and the blues here on this map. And we're trying to moderate here as we get into Monday. A little bit of moderation for some of us. Look at Minneapolis at 25, above, by the way, while we still feel well below zero here into New England. So it's going to stay on the cold side. And in Burlington, with a temperature of 7 below, a wind of only 8 miles an hour, it feels like 22 below. You get frostbite in a matter of just 30 minutes. It can happen really fast. Boston for our Sunday morning, a temperature of 2, some gustier winds, makes it feel like 16 degrees, Jordan.
Yeah, you got a bundle as you